Assalamualaikum and hi. We from Group 6 would like to present the result of our assignment on Zoo Negara Malaysia. Our group consists of Mohd Zulfaez bin Romli, EZATIE binti TAJUDIN, TUAN ATIKA binti TUAN ISMA PATZLI, ASNITA binti ASRI, and NURMAHIRAH binti ALIAS.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Tuan ATIKA binti Tuan ISMA PATZLI. My metric number S59096. Today we want to present about National Zoo Malaysia and I want to talk about introduction. On 29 April 1961, a meeting was held to form the Malayan Zoological Society located at Dewan Tunku Abdul Rahman. After that, on 14 November 1963, Yang Teramat Mulia Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Al-Haj performed the ceremony opening of the National Zoo. The National Zoo was monitored by the Malaysian Zoological Association, a non-governmental organisation that created the first local zoo for the people of Malaysia. Since its opening, the zoo has been a location for important visitors. The National Zoo is known as Zoo in the Jungle due to its environment and open concept with animals kept in extensive exhibits, and its landscape is in keeping with nature. On 14 November 1972, the inauguration of the National Aquarium was made by Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Haji Abdul Razak. Subsequently, the National Zoo witnessed massive improvement in the zoo was daily. Thus, in 2005, they are also increasingly actively promoting the zoo as healthy recreational attraction throughout the year. They received more than RM500,000 from sponsors in the same year. Until now, the National Zoo has become one of the recreational focal points that can attract tourists in the country or from abroad.
My name is ASNITA binti ASRI, number matric is 59355. Today I'm going to present about PASTEL. PASTEL is business to analysis. PASTEL referring to P political, E referring to economic, S social, T technology, E environment, and L legal. First aspect under the political is political stability. Political stability is necessary. The importance of country political stability cannot be overstated, particularly in countries with a high volume of international visitors. As a result of country political stability, we will receive large number of tourists from both within and beyond the country. This is seen in the increase in tourism to the National Zoo. The following is conflict. The conflict in a country can develop into cause. This conflict is causing harm not only to the community but also the country. This is due to the fact that tourists will avoid visiting a chaotic country in order to secure this safety. That's why a country political are important. Next, under the economic aspect is foreign exchange. Foreign exchange is the exchange of one currency for another. This transaction can be made at forex market. This foreign exchange is generated by the arrival of international tourists into the country. This exchange is the potential to increase the country revenue. The following is employment rate. Indirectly, the arrival of domestic and international tourists will benefit employment rate. The merge will result in the creation of additional work possibility, particularly in the tourism sector. This has the potential to result in a reduction in the employment rate. For instance, a large number of tourists visit Zoo Negara immediately. It will have an effect on the zoo and nearby accommodation. Numerous work possibility will become available to meet the amount of visitor. After that is the country income and revenue should go up. As more people from both inside and outside the country come to visit, the country income and revenue are both going up. This is because a lot of different things, among other things, outside investment and tax money from tourists are two example. The arrival of a lot of tourists can help the country generate more revenue and earn more profit. This can be seen in the tax that have been paid by visitors, especially foreigners. Among the other things, it collect when they go to a place like the National Zoo and to stay at a place like a hotel.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Mohd Zulfaez bin Romli and matrix number is S58576. I will present under social and technology of pastel analysis. Social, or also known the social culture, is related to the culture and demographic trend of a society. The elements are particularly significant since they have a direct impact on the how business see customer and the type of motivation that motivate them. The number of tourists at the National Zoo is not viewed as focusing on any particular group in terms of consumer buying patterns. When it comes to the number of visitors to the National Zoo, the typical visitor come from the B40 income categories, where there are also tourists from the M40 and T20 income groups. This is because the National Zoo may be considered to the cheap to all tourists in terms of cost. For example, the interest price change the reasonable at Rm50 ringgit. In addition, the National Zoo include exciting facilities that accessible to the all visitor and function as affordable gift shop. Not only that, but the National Zoo foods are beverage pricing are particularly low in comparison to the other place. The next is technology. Most activity today require the use of technology to drive business, hence technology can be considered an important aspect of today's business. The business operation can be highly risky if you don't keep up with the current technology advance. At the National Zoo, if the use of technology can boost effectiveness in solving an issue, technology is a value drive for the company. Among them, technological advance in communication channel. A communication channel is a branch or mediator that sends information and meaning for the sender to the receiver. Communication channel are a key component of the National Zoo marketing strategy for attracting visitors. They use the technology in the communication channel is the very practical way to promote National Zoo as a Malayan tourist attraction. National Zoo use social media and digital strategy to invest their goods and service which are aligned with the digitalization. For example, the use of social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram and Twitter as well as the National Zoo website is a new communication channel.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is NURMAHIRAH ALIAS and my metric number is S59989. I will present on the environment and legal of the pastel analysis. The first one is environment. Natural strength influence necessary natural resources as input for business or economy broadly. For example, world pollution, air and water make headline that every marketer should know. If we take a look at the National Zoo location, it is in a strategic place. This is owing to the fact that the zoo is conveniently located in the heart of the city, making it easy and accessible. Climate, natural resources and population density play a significant part in determining the demand of the National Zoo in terms of product. As well as promoting the region around National Zoo, corporate social groups should also play a role in promoting the importance of zoological park to the community. It's particularly in terms of educating people on the value of plants and animals as the internal component of the zoological park. Next is legal. National Zoo will be subjected to a charge tag of a policy established by the Malaysian government for foreign visitors. The tag is included in the price of the entrance ticket issued by National Zoo to the general public. Next, while visiting the zoo, it is necessary to stick to the restriction established by the facility. This is necessary in order to ensure the welfare of both human and animals. Furthermore, it is not recommended to provoke any animals in the zoo, whether for the sake of joking around or for any other reason. This is due to the fact that human and animal natures are fundamentally different, and provocation to animals may lead to confrontation between human and animals.
Based on our finding during our visit to the National Zoo, we believe that the management adjustment as well as animal welfare should be highlighted. This is because the surrounding environment is poorly managed. The animal cage inadequately stocked and ecosystem itself is sparsely populated. Because the zoo is a location of flora and animal as well as a venue that gives educational exposure to the public, if the administration is unable to carry out their commitment efficiently, this can have substantial impact. If the property is not properly maintained, visitors will be less comfortable and tourists will be less interested in returning to the location. During our visit to the National Zoo, we observed that the zoo's facilities were lacking. An attended bee museum, badly maintained animal habitation space, and mossy park can all cause accident and serious harm to children and adults with visual impairment. Furthermore, breach barriers in the crocodile and rhinoceros pool areas are rather low, which is dangerous for hyperactive kids who want to climb and run around the zoo. Elephant body area, where elephant sanctuary are exposed to sunlight and become very hot, and this made the elephant become less comfortable outside the cage area. The off-forest shelter, on the other hand, are in bad shape. Some shelter is instead have crushed benches that are no longer accessible. During our field trip to observe the animals at the National Zoo, our group discovered that the surrounding was disorganized. We discovered that the rubbish pile which had been put out in the open. Additionally, considering the bulk of the directional sign in the zoo are rusty and crooked, the directional sign offered are in poor shape for our use. Furthermore, a considerable amount of trash has accumulated beneath the bridge, obstructing the view and degrading the ecosystem. There are also untended weeds that are obstructing the surrounding scenery. As a result, the National Zoo should make changes to the zoo surrounding to improve visitor comfort and safety.
In conclusion, we can see that the National Zoo needs to improve the management, facility, environment and accessibility of the National Zoo. This is because with the chain device, the National Zoo can gain more profit by encouraging people to visit the zoo and learn more about flora and fauna.